What's going on, everybody? Coax and Camp Stools here, a long way from home. Traveled to Japan, more specifically Okinawa. My IC-705 wanted to go back to its homeland, so I figured I would take it and do a POTA activation here, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm actually here in a JP1781, Onoyama Prefecture Park. I don't know if that's state or government or what. But it's a POTA entity, so that's why I came here. So I actually activated right here on the other side of that green fence. I have my half-wave dipole, my link dipole. I've used it tons of times. And my little dude 6, I strapped my little dude 6 to the fence right here. It went up, and I ran my radiating element, or my legs of my half-wave dipole. Ran those down. Had some nice contacts. I get into mainland pretty well down here. I tried 40 meters, the first POTA activation I did. It really didn't work all that well. 20 meters went pretty well, though. I thought I worked China today. I did the first time I did an activation, but it was actually just a South Korean station going amazingly fast. So 2 South Korean, a lot of Japan, and 1 good time, I'll tell you what. Although I was sitting on a concrete curb. I'm just going to spin around so you can kind of see the city. I was sitting on a concrete curb, and my leg was very asleep by the end of it. It took about, 30 minutes. I mean, you'll be able to see. You'll watch it here in a little bit. So there happened to be a fella mowing the lawn here, giving me some nice noise on 20 meters, but we pushed through it. This is my first time in Japan, and I'm really enjoying it. But anyways, I got about, 20-some contacts. I already said Japan, a couple South Korean stations. It's really interesting operating way over here and hearing the different call signs and the different way they handle their QSOs. It's a little bit lengthier. They send some stuff that's like it's not bad that they send it this way, but they tend to send some extra stuff in there, and it confuses me, especially because I'm not used to my Japanese call sign JS6UUV, so I really don't pick up my call because I do a lot of you, this is me, until I hear the did-da, 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 which is actually has a pretty nice pattern to it, my Japanese call, that is. So anyways, yeah, it was a good time. I was here for about 5 days. I'm getting on a plane tomorrow, so this will be my last POTA activation here until I come back at some point in the future. Let's see, did I forget to say anything? IC-705, I used the K6ARK Pico paddle derivative, Pico paddle copy, 10 watts, BioEnno 3 amp hour battery. My phone was really close to me when I set up because I forgot to bring my tripod, so I just kind of had it like leaning on top of, or actually leaning in my IC-705 bag, and I should have put it further away, but I didn't. So it's a really close view of my arm and this sick shirt, Party Shirt International. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll cut here to the activation, or I'll cut to my first swag at filming this intro. So, thanks for watching, everybody. So I put my half-wave dipole here on this fence. Ran my radiating elements all the way up to the tip of my little dude 6 down here to an IC-705. So my leg is still pretty well asleep. I was sitting here on this curb rocking an IC-705, the K6ARK Pico paddle version, and the normal setup here. Don't really have a whole lot more to add. I ended up having to pull this out, so you're welcome to pause this. I actually use it as my TSA, don't steal my stuff, in case they looked at it. And I had a security guard come up and kind of ask what I was doing. He didn't really speak English. But I tried 40 meters at first, my first activation, and it really didn't work well. I thought I could get away with doing some 40 meters here in Japan that I've heard is pretty good. But being on an island very far from Japan, it didn't work out too well. So 20 meters really brought them in, and this is my second activation, and I'm getting on a plane going back home tomorrow, so that'll be it. All right, we're gonna cut to the activation. Thanks for watching, everybody. All right. So of course there's a giant soccer field behind me, and there just happens to be a guy cutting the grass. Let's get this all set up. So I get a little bit of noise from him. Hopefully I'm sounding okay. So I'm going to be using my Japanese call sign JS6UUV. Hopefully the sound works well enough. I've been listening to this frequency for a little bit, can't hear anything. Of course, now I've got like shots of S9 noise coming through. It's S5. S5 noise coming through because this guy's cutting the grass. Oh man, let me get my hammers going. So this will be the second time I activated this park. The first time I really didn't know how it was going to go, so I didn't film anything. This is Juliet Papa 1781. So station call sign is going to be my Japanese call sign JS6. Oh, I have to keep doing that. That's going to be JS6UUV. That is my Japanese call, JS6, which has a nice little pattern there at the end. IC-705, 10 watts, and I am at the Onoyama Prefectural Park. I don't know what that means, but it's a POTA entity. It is JP1781 here in the beautiful island of Okinawa. Frequency 14015. So I mentioned this is the second time I activated this park. First time started out really rough. I forgot my mast in the hotel. 14015. JP. Nope, it always autocorrects to JO. 1781. Activator call sign JS6UUV. JS6UUV. Comments CQCW. Alright, let's get started. Okinawa. Alright, here we go. So while I get everything ready, I'm going to set this to auto. Alright. Hopefully this view isn't horrible. Oops. Alright. This is like the one time that I'm very confident that if somebody asks me what I'm doing, I can play the I don't speak Japanese card. And surprisingly, OOD. JL1OOD. Quick one in the log. Oh. He's very quiet. He's below the noise. Man, he's quiet. Tokyo. Got him. All right, that was 3. Tokyo. Oh. Five, 5, 9. Oh, so that was... J-A-9-K-R-O. Let me slow down for him. Radio? I might have to pack it up here. Do you speak English? English a little bit? All right. I have a paper for you. Have you heard of amateur radio? Hopefully that explains it. I speak zero Japanese.
Great.
Do you need to see my license or anything? License? Thank you, sir. Morse code to Tokyo. Off of that. Very cool. JA1VA something. RY. $599. So this is JA1BRY. I get "see you later" a lot. Might be starting to rain. $579. Oops. I need two more. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that was a security guard. I've seen him drive around a couple times here. So I'll just screenshot and I'll show like what it says on this paper. It basically says, you know, my name is Jason, I'm an FCC license. I put FCC and I also should have put Jarl. And it says like what I'm doing, which is like bouncing radio waves off the atmosphere. I don't think it says anything about Morse code. I don't want to. Ooh, that might have been China again. BH. S. BS. I think it's China. JR2NTC. So the first time, my first activation, guys kept sending like FB after the signal report, so I thought FB was like a, oh, this is hurting my legs. So I thought FB was like a state, like a province in Japan or something like that, and it like freaked me out. So I started sending like OKI, so 599 Oki basically. Lawnmower guy's getting me again. So I'm pretty sure that was China, a BS. So this is the second time Japan has worked me. They don't seem to like to slow down. So like I'll go back to the recording and see what it is. But so far, I'm doing a bad job of keeping up with like saying what the call signs are. Sorry. So I got JL1OOD. Ooh, I think Bog, JH3 Bog. Alright, that's 11 Qs in 14 minutes. I don't really have anywhere to be, but I don't really want to sit here too long. Stroke 2, I think. Wow, I got that right. 559, so that was JM1 PPX, stroke 2. Honestly, I thought I'd have a harder time sending this call sign. My first activation, I had it written on a piece of paper so that I could look at it. This is killing my legs. So I'm not actually like sitting on the ground. There's like a concrete ditch thing right here, and there's like a curb. Concrete ditch thing, stupid. It's a curb. I'm sitting on a curb next to this like little gravel lot. There's a soccer field behind me, and there's like a bunch of shrines and stuff everywhere. It's like it was hard for me to find somewhere to sit up because like I don't want to be disrespectful, right? Like I'm not trying to be the dumb foreigner. I am the dumb foreigner, but I'm not trying to be. Fortunately, that guy just didn't hem me up. He's a security guard. Alright, so the calls that I have so far: JL1 OOD, JA0JEH, JK1VMC, JE1GER, JA9KRO, JG1RDB, JA1VRY, JH1DGY, BS5GJS maybe, JR2NTC, JH3BJG, JM1 PPX. Oops. I keep hitting this. I keep hitting the VFO. Changing the frequency lock. Can I lock it? No, I guess I can't lock it while it's sending. Check my RBN. Oop, maybe the Chinese guy. Nope. Okay, JA1KWF. He's way off frequency. Yeah, he's way off. See, he did it. Fine business. He was way off frequency. Alright. South Korea. This is my first South Korea. South Korea, how cool is that? 5.6. South Korea. Wrong knob. South Korea, that's cool. That's exciting. So we got China, South Korea, a lot of Japan. Mostly, well, actually, when my first activation, I tried doing 40 meters because I always heard people talk about like how lit 40 meters was for Japan. But I make it sound like I've read that more than one time. I read that one time that 40 meters is lit on Japan. So I thought I could get away being down in Okinawa and also doing 40 meters. Didn't work out. 20 meters though gets me into the mainland really nice. You pull up RBN. Just to see what my spots look like. JS6UUV. Mainland and China, that's all I have. My antenna is pointed like kind of north-northeast, which is probably why I'm getting picked up where I am. And it's only like, I'm using the little dude 6. So it's only, my antenna's only at the apex, maybe, well actually this coax is 15 feet long, so it's probably like 14 feet in the air. Japan, South Korea, China. Perks of being like right next to them. Taiwan, BV2HK. John Chang. Okay. QRP. Oop, I missed that. Did he give me an RST? 705? No. I think he's lying. I'm going to say thank you, John. F. He was acting up right there. That was weird. I think I'm about ready to pack it up. I'll call like 2 more times. Getting weird, like, pulses. Wonder if that's an electric car or something. I mean, it's turned off. I shouldn't be getting anything. Call CQ one more time. And I'm gonna pack it up. Then I'll grab my phone. I will do a little walkthrough of the setup. And then pack it up. Maybe get a little view of the city over here. It's a pretty nice view, yeah. So I mentioned that there's a shrine over here. Oh, that guy's coming back. Walking around, there's a lot of, like, old burial sites around here, so I had to be careful where I set up. Alright. Oops. I forgot to send QRT. Good thing I turned it back on. Good afternoon. This is JA9CXW. QSB. Alright, that was J9CXW. Alright, I'm gonna call. I'm shutting down. Ooh, he's almost plus 20. See, there it is again. Fine business. Done. Dunzo. Alright, let's shut this bad boy down. South Korea, China, and a whole lot of Japan. How cool. It's also cool that operating from different places, and I'm like in a very different place. So I'm going to grab my phone, I'm going to do a walk around. You'll see it inverse, so you see my walk around, and then you'll hopefully watch this part. This is Coax and Capsules operating here from Okinawa on the other side of the Pacific. Thanks for watching, everybody. Actually, I guess my final thoughts is, so I noticed this on this activation and the last one, and this isn't a bad thing, it's just something I noticed. Japanese CW ops here in Japan send a lot of like quote-unquote extra stuff, like it's not the formulaic, you know, 5 and 9 state, like all that kind of stuff. Like if you listen there, and I'll try to cut, well, maybe I'll make this like a short or something too. They send a lot of extra stuff in there, and it confuses me because I'm not a good CW op, right? So just something to be aware of. Thanks for watching. Again, see you guys.